Hi everyone, my name is Sri Prada and I have done my social internship on the project Waste Management, and I have done this internship in a remote mode in my city and my home place, Hyderabad. So, what is a waste management? So, waste management is a crucial domain within environmental sustainability that focuses on collection, treatment, and disposal of waste materials in a way that minimizes environmental impact. In the due course of our human civilization, we have found many materials like plastics and other sort of materials in order to create containers, boxes, etc. But we do not know how well these are being disposed and how well we should dispose them. Such practices are not implemented within our range of the city, according to what I have observed. And I will talk about it more in the upcoming slides. So, what are the waste types? Waste types are of solid wastes, liquid wastes, e-waste, gaseous wastes, and these are the main categories of wastes. And coming to the household level or a community level or a city level, the wastes include dry waste and wet waste and recyclable and non-recyclable wastes, biodegradable wastes and e-waste. And some are highly complicated medical wastes, which are the radioactive waste and the waste generated from hospitals due to abortion and etc., which are out of the community and the household level. Let's talk about community level. What is the waste hierarchy? The waste hierarchy is of three R's, which is reduce, reuse, and recycle, which we all know very well. And one more important R that we have to add in this is refuse. Refusal of the material at this stage, at the beginning stage or at the buying stage, helps to reduce the waste generation but a lot, because if we know what elements we should choose, we can easily reject the material that is harmful to the environment. And what are the three sustainable development goals that are mapped to waste management? Number one is creating sustainable cities and communities. 12th SDG is responsible consumption and protection, and SDG 14 is protection of marine life and life below water. What are the key aspects of waste management in Hyderabad? Hyderabad has a Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation, a chain, and first thing is Municipal Solid Waste Management, MSWM, and it oversees waste collection, transportation, and disposal. However, studies indicate that 90% of MSW is disposed of unscientifically. The waste management, there is a very good chain of waste management in Hyderabad, but people do not know where exactly their waste is being recycled and what sort of waste they are generating, and nobody really cares about segregating the types of waste their households or their business places or their workplaces generate. People are just randomly throwing, unaware of the practices and the dangers and the potential threats to the earth. And what are the challenges? Despite the efforts made are on a large scale. The deployment of GHMC workers at specified areas, cleaning, constant reduction and recycling, and apart from these, there are some challenges that are faced in a city. The main challenge is landfills. Landfills are filling up daily due to the humongous amounts of waste generation at household level. And let's say on an average, a small household which is a family of 4 members, can you believe they generate about 3 kgs of waste on a daily basis? You can do your mathematics and see how much waste is generated in an area, in a scheduled area. Say there is a district or the area. Say Kukatpalli is an area in Hyderabad. LB Nagar is an area in Hyderabad. Say how much waste generation that area makes on a daily basis or whenever these people come to take the segregated waste. Even though there is an implementation, people have to decide to make change from their side in order to reduce the wastage. And what are the problems that I have identified in my social internship are: The major problem is lack of awareness in people about types of harmful plastics. They cannot differentiate between low density and high density polymers, and they keep choosing these non-food grade elements which do not have proper food grade non-recyclable plastic plates and which are dangerous to health as well as the environment. And they do not know about composting. And it is seen that composting practice, if made a habit, it can reduce up to 50% of household generated waste. See, we can make mixed compost out of vegetable peels, fruit peels, and some paper cups. You can make open air composting. This can reduce up to 50% of household generated waste. And plastic, if you choose good plastic at the beginning stage itself, like plastics that are strong, which can be reused, you cannot avoid plastic is inevitable in our world today. There is nothing, no change in the amount of plastics generated, but when it comes to choosing, if you choose the right kind and amount of the plastic, you can make it into something useful. And lack of awareness in people. Even though there are colored segregated bins or specified bins for waste management and waste disposal, people are not making use of it. There are colored disposal bins in parks. They are installed in cities and throughout the places. And there is also lack of installment in the waste segregation bins. It is government's problem. We can't talk anything on it. But when it comes to us, we are not we are people in general are not making use of these bins. And even though there is a bin present right in front of them, they are very irresponsible and careless and cannot dispose of in the bins, and they're littering in around the dustbin, which is um, very bad and wrong thing to do in order if you want to create a sustainable world. So, what are the actions I have taken? I try to give awareness to people about what sort of plastics are good and what sort of plastics are bad. And I have also tried to tell people about the jute bags and plastic bags. And also, I have encouraged people to always segregate waste in the different colored bins, which are blue for recyclable elements, green for household or kitchen generated organic waste and decomposable waste, red for medical waste and e-waste. I have given awareness to people about this. And landfill management, develop scientific landfill sites, and this is all in the hands of government and the landowners. What we can do from our side is three main things. They include refusing material which is harmful to earth and health, and disposing of waste in color segregated bins, and third practice would be composting. And finally, my conclusions and learnings are I have learned that about microplastics, which I do not have a vast knowledge on, and I have also learned about composting personally, and I have also done composting at my home with the help of my aunt and uncle. And there are some technological innovations which I have seen in ChatGPT. They say AI driven waste segregation and all. That all is in the hands of government. And ultimately change begins with us. Change starts from our end. We have to make a change in order to create a better and sustainable world. Thank you. So these are the posters I have made for awareness. One is to create a sustainable world, and the poster about composting, how you can compost at home. Thank you.